Hello, James, and thank you for the good luck. Guardian, and apparently we are only getting 2 elites in this set. Because wait, the ops, okay. Just randomly switch to this thing. To the mouse screen for whatever reason, I don't know. Yeah, these are the options, and the Xbox is the Guardian. And yeah, apparently we only have 2 elites in this deck, because the the only path with 3 elites could be this one. 4-6 elite into 4-8 elite into 0 fire. Oh, yeah, 2 elites. Unless you, yeah, there's no snipe here. So usually I say that if I can only take 2 elites in Act 1, then I would like a Neo bonus that actually will give me more like later on. And usually choose the rare card is like that, but there's a small problem here. Is that if I choose the rare card, the penalty is I lose all go. So this shop is not a thing, and this shop is not a thing. And if I'm locked from the left side, then I have to go here. I have to start here and I have to go to like 4 early question marks before taking the 2 elites. Which is just honestly just awful early Act 1. But yeah, lose Ogre for a rare card, then this shot just completely dead. But this is kind of the path that I like to take, like 3 fights into potentially a shot to prepare for 4-6 elite, into this elite, and then I have 2 fires, and then I can also get the burning elite out of the way. And if so, the value I get out of Act 1 is not that low. But yeah, then it would mean that I have to pick the colorless card, and colorless card is not honestly not bad, but the value it gives in Act 2 is not so high, and later on it's just useless. Unless it's something like Dark Shackles, then it's probably good for the whole run. Otherwise, uncommon colorless tend to be some cheap front load card, like maybe Finesse, maybe Flash of Steel, maybe Dramatic Entrance, or just some zero cost like decent card. Like Good Instinct or Swift Strike, but they don't scale later on. So long term, this bonus is actually not a good thing. Boss go up high. No, we're not doing that. If we are talking about like value later on, it's definitely not this, because this is value now, suffer later, and definitely not in the 2 elite deck. Is it actually pick red card and then go here? 4 question marks. That is so awful. But usually there's a fight somewhere here, and then win, lose, or go. It also means that I don't see the cleric in these question marks. Hey Papa, thank you very much for the raid. And I see that you have decided to suffer and started playing serious Watcher runs. So hopefully you can get that like over and done with soon. And 20 straight. Question can't be a really big misplay getting bad neo basing. Yeah, getting good neo basing is a very skillful arm maneuver. Like just 6 max HP for 250 gold every single run. into an early shot. Yeah, I guess if this is not cleric, then it's not that bad. I mean, life loss we can use because this act doesn't look like that it would require a lot of HP to get through. I mean, maybe then this fight just take like 40 HP from me, I don't know. But yeah, we can take the red card and we can go left. Or we can still take red card and go right and then just ignore the shot completely. That's also a thing, because it's not like these 4 question marks are actually good flaws, you know. Let's say we give up one flaw to have a better path over. Man, good to hear your beautiful voice, yeah. The streamers take blessing on you all the time, rewarded for it whenever I do punish for it. Only showing the runs when your blessing are good. Yeah, I think I have seen this copy paste stuff before. Where is it from actually? I don't remember where it's from. Is it from like YouTube or is it from Reddit? Because I know it's from one of the two. Sup Falcon? Thank you for the good luck. Big fan. Yeah, copied Ripper on Reddit. Yeah, okay. But yeah, the main issue I have with red card going left is that I think that taking a red card is a strong option on average, but it kind of needs an upgrade before you take a very early lead. Because yeah, last night gets like significantly better with an upgrade, like, of course, and then even things that are normally bricks, like let's say 1,000 cuts, maybe Envenom, maybe Doppelganger, they all become actually playable when upgraded. And yeah, of course, there's also the red form. Unupgraded red form into this elite actually doesn't really do a lot, but upgraded red form can basically nullify both the knock and the Lager bullet. But yeah, we don't get that here. And then if we skip this elite, we're taking one elite in this side. And probably not interested. Yeah, I guess the biggest problem with loose Ogre is that we don't even get enough to buy a potion here. So if these 3 fights drop no potion and the rare card is bad. Okay, maybe if the rare card is bad, we start here. Yeah, that's probably what's happening. If the rare card is bad, we start here instead, and then not go to this shop. What would be the colorless card I'm happy to see? Because if I take the colorless card, I always go this side and go to the shop to maybe buy a potion if I need to, or buy some cards. But also doesn't get an upgrade, so dramatic entrance also not that strong. Okay, I have the full list here, so we can go through. So there's dramatic entrance, trip, swift strike, clash of steel, so dark cycle, so at least 5 hits. And good instinct and finesse actually decent into guardian, so maybe count as 6. It's better against knock, but we can buy a potion in the floor 4 shop against the knock. And yeah, bandage up, discovery, maybe okay. So the chance of getting an acceptable card is actually quite high. Yeah, uncommon colors is definitely not terrible. It just doesn't scale later on. And because I am forced to only take 2 elites in this deck, I kind of want to get a bonus that scales if possible. But lose Ogre is actually a terrible penalty. I talked about this like many times before. People see like lose 15 HP and the thing is bad. But I think this like penalty is like way worse. It's almost on par with get a curse to me. Actually terrible, because the basically if you low roll in Act 1, if you low roll in Act 1, you actually need to go to bounce back. Yeah, because Act 2 shop is both a safe floor and then a floor that boosts your deck by a lot. But you take this, you don't even get an option. Receive a rare card and silent card is also bad. I think choose a rare is completely fine. Actually, it's probably one of the stronger ones. Random rare is kind of iffy. But recently I looked at all the rare cards again, and honestly I think random rare is actually not that bad. Because yeah, rare cards, there are 19. There's Red Form Unload, Last Knife, Die Die Die, Alchemize, Adrenaline. Those 6 are like pretty good hits on floor 1. And then after that, there's another 6 that I would classify as like acceptable. So after image, Cause Explosion, Malaise, PK to the trade, and Bullet Time. And yeah, the other 7 kind of weird, but sometimes you can make something like Doppelganger, maybe Storm of Steel, maybe Burst. Cool. Grand Finale is weird to take on floor 0, but sometimes it can work out if it's a slime or side. And the last 3 are bricks. So Nightmare and Venom, 1000 cards. So honestly, if you take a look at the rare colorless pool and then the rare card pool, you would actually see that choose a rare card has a much lower chance to brick compared to choose a rare colorless. And choose a rare colorless already has a pretty low chance to completely brick. Always get Grand Finale when I do random rare, yeah. And hopefully you get some card to make it work. Because honestly, 4-0 Grand Finale is actually not that bad. Okay, maybe it's bad in the sense that you just maybe take 10 to draw, or maybe more. But you have time to prepare for it, and one good potion and suddenly it can solve any fight for you in Act 1. Die to Chosen +1 for 3 with 400 gold defect. Yeah, that must have hurt. I have to see the Grand Finale deck. It's not that complicated if you pick it after the boss reward, because then like you get like maybe Pyramid, and Grand Finale can instantly play with just a Pyramid. And with more card picks, it definitely gets actually good. But yeah, like this one, I probably pick the colorless here just because the rare card just means that I cannot do anything in the shop, and I would like to go there. This part is just terrible. How good is upgraded card? I don't like it at all. I am probably a very big hater of the neutralize upgrade. At least early on. But into Guardian or Hexagosis can play. Into Slime Boss is just completely awful. And yeah, upgrade the card definitely okay on Watcher, for sure. Do I ever boss swap? Off stream I do. Or off stream when I play, I wouldn't say casually, but when I play like faster runs and I try to experiment a bit more, I do boss swap. But on stream not really, because I still do not think it's good. Like almost never. Even after like a lot of runs I have done off stream. But yeah, we choose colorless. And yeah, we take Flash of Steel. And it is definitely not the other two, so it's just Flash of Steel. And yeah, if we take the red colors, we always start here and go to the shop. Now, getting Flash of Steel on floor 0 is basically like it's almost like getting the boot from Neo. If you think about it. Let's assume that we just get the boot and we get like no cut rewards that actually work with the boot. That's basically Flash of Steel. But yeah, we start here. But I think Lycos would say Flash Steel is worth 80 gold. On floor 0, I don't know. Maybe because the evaluation changes a lot. With even on like floor 1 versus floor 0. Because on floor 0, you would definitely like have something that helps your deck immediately. Otherwise, the very first fight can like super punish you. And unfortunately, next turn we are probably getting wrecked unless we draw well. Because this guy always attacks and we never have lethal on him. Is that true that we never have lethal? 15, so 14 when we actually have to play 4 attacks. All these 4 to actually kill this guy, and this guy attacks every single turn. So that also doesn't make sense. So we have to kill this and hopefully we draw enough blocks next turn. Okay, bottom deck Survivor, the classic, but could be worse. This guy could have attack us for 12. So yeah, we lost basically 1 out of 7. Or -3. 16 gold, no potion. Dash on floor 1 versus nothing. So it's dash. Okay, I understand. Now the problem with playing Flash of Steel here is that there's a 1/3, like one out of 3 chance that we just draw to the dash, and next turn we get wrecked. If we don't play the Flash of Steel here, we are 3 damage behind, and of course, like with the low roll chance of dash, there's also a chance that we actually draw into this try. And then that's 6 damage. And even drawing into the defense is not bad. So yeah, I guess we play Flash of Steel. Even if we draw dash right now, it's not that bad. We just spend like 2 energy on attacks. Yeah, amazing hand. Okay, so apparently I get Flash of Steel from Neo and then dash on floor 1, but I am still getting wrecked in the easy hallway fights. What is going on? I guess silence is going on. Do I take 2 here? Probably have to, right? Because if he buffs next turn, I brick again, and I do not get lethal like the turn after, I just get completely destroyed. Okay, this draw is good at least. So no potion, 2 fights, so 60%. And 3 actually decent cut. Now Flying Knee has more value than usual because it has some slight synergy with the dash. Poison Stab is better attack compared to this. It's also somewhat fine against Lagavulin and it's decent against Guardian. Flying Knee is quite bad against Guardian. And then there's Cow Gamble, probably the best card of the 3 in a vacuum. But it's floor 2. And we have only added mediocre attacks to all that. Damage wise. The dash is a good card, but energy efficiency wise is lower than a strike. So it doesn't even help against something like the knock. That was a good way to die to the knock. Is it really? Because we have a lot of HP and we only take 2 elites in this sack. And the second elite is not until like this point. So honestly, you can even face tank like some hits against the knob, and like I said, we only get 2 elites in this act, so a way to get value for the later act is also good. So Cuphead was honestly not that bad. And we even get a shop to maybe buy a potion. Or a card that actually works with the Cup Gamble. Gamma has a lot of hate for no reason. A plus card. It's just in Act 1, right? Because I think after you do not face the knob again, like people know that Gamma is very good. I think it is probably even like overrated, if I have to say. Later on in the run at least. But yeah, it cannot be flying knee here. It's either poison stab or the cow gamble. So which one is it? We are not going to this shop, so we have an upgrade here, and then we have an upgrade here. Or maybe we have to rest because we take 1 million damage here. But yeah, we are pretty terrible against the North right now, it's true. So I guess it's still poison stab because it's not like we are good against Lagavulin either. I mean, we're just talking about the North, but the Lagavulin can straight up kill us. The North probably doesn't kill us. The North probably takes away like maybe 40 HP, but he doesn't kill us. The Lagavulin straight up kills us from 50. So yeah, maybe we should take a card that's actually good against Lagavulin. Like this one. We can kill this guy right now, so we can try. And yeah, proccing here is fine. Because I draw 2 strikes is lethal next turn and just kill this guy right now. And if I don't draw 2 strikes, then I draw like 2 defense. Flex Ball is great with the Flash of Steel. It's not so good with the dash, but overall it's just a good potion. Yeah, speaking of getting value later on in the run, there's an Acro here. And it is Guardian, so Acro is definitely pickable. And yeah, we only take 2 elites. So we have a good potion. And we get a shop coming up to maybe like pick some more cards, or maybe a potion, or maybe just a card rip. And yeah, we all know what happens if we skip this Acro. Exactly, we never see it again. And yeah, this is Acro over or nothing. So I mean, maybe it's not that nothing. Like Choke technically works with a Flash of Steel. And if we are like that scared of Lagavulin, then Choke can do it. Like Choke has a lot of hit, and probably rightfully so. But it's actually a good attack against Lagavulin. Acro actually a concern to knock? Not really, right? Acro is just way better than defend into knock. If you're thinking just a skill, because it also cycles back to your better attacks like faster. Sure, it makes you take like maybe 8 more damage, but it can save you, easily save you more than 8 after you play it. And honestly, I'm thinking maybe we take the Acro and we can even consider removing a defense here, even into Guardian. And that actually makes the Acro like quite okay against the North. And also Acros breach our block density a little bit against this guy. So removing a defense is not even that bad. But yeah, I think I pick up the Acro here. Even though our North fights are going to be pretty painful if we don't see something good in the shop. Okay, these are decent. If we want to not care about the Lagavulin, we can buy the Bouncing Flask. Yeah, we can also, a bit prepare, I also see that. And then it's actually a decent line. Honestly, it's not bad at all. Because yeah, we get an upgrade here for the prepare, and it's also... It has synergy with the poison staff also, like cast cycle. And then into the Guardian, like cast cycle and eviscerate is actually what you want to bring into the Guardian if possible. You don't really want to pick up like some random poison cards. Do skipping early acro make it hard to find later? If you hear this, everyone don't remember actually. No, there's nothing there. It's just random. It's just that we happen to like never find an acro in Act 2 or Act 3. If we skip one in Act 1. So that's basically like I kind of I wouldn't call it meme, but it's kind of a small joke around here. But yeah, Eviscerate, really nice with Flex Potion. Maybe not that good, but it's okay. And sometimes it can also work with Flash of Steel and Neutralize, and if it lines up with the Prepare, then Flex Potion gets a lot of value. The bad thing about this Eviscerate line is that, yeah, it's also terrible against lack of wounding. So what the hell are we doing against this lack of wounding? Because I am more or less scared of lack of wounding than the not with this Flex Potion. How's our lack of wounding damage? Let's assume that we take this line of Prepare Eviscerate. And we open with I mean, yeah, it's good again, right? Because we cannot open with both Eviscerate and Poison Stuff. Unless we also draw Prepare on the same hand, so that's super unlikely. So most likely we are still opening with something like Poison Staff and maybe Double Strike. Is it ever Ghost in the Jar here? Probably not, right? Because it doesn't have like super long-term value, and it also doesn't completely solve this fight. And we only take 2 edits in this deck, and we have a lot of HP to spend. So let's try to spend our HP. Without dying, of course. There's also a card remove into Finisher. It is not a terrible thing. Because yeah, Finisher's on sale, it works well with Flash of Steel, it works well with the Defend Remove. It's just... And it works well with the Flex Potion. It's just super bad into Guardian. It really is bad against the Guardian. And if we take Defend Remove, we better actually take something that's good against the Guardian. And not like this thing. Unfortunately, this potion is like way too expensive. If this card's on sale, I would actually consider like Eviscerate, Gambler's Brew instead of the Prepare. Yeah, Flash is nice against Guardian. Definitely, I'm definitely considering the Flash here. I think it's like one of the two, like between Prepare Eviscerate and the Bouncing Flash. That's straight up. Because Bouncing Flash also eliminates our fear against lack of bully. And it's not like it's terrible against the Knob. If we draw it on turn 1, it's actually a lot of damage. So this solves both the lack of bullying and the Guardian for us. Against the Knob and Sentries, hopefully this potion can bail us out. Because apparently we cannot buy a potion here. I mean, we can. We can do Bouncing Flash and Energy Potion. Maybe that's what we should do. Because yeah, Bouncing Flash is expensive and it interferes with the dash. And with the Echo in the deck, Energy Potion will play. Yeah, if Flash Remove is possible, I also would probably like to do it. But yeah, I think it's actually Flash and Energy Potion. That's because the elite is immediately here. What's the chance for a fight in question mark? 10%. Is the first question mark. Yeah. Flash, Energy Potion. And even if this is a fight, right, there's only a 50% chance of potion drop. So there's only a 5% chance that this is both a fight and a potion drop. So yeah, 5%. I buy the potion. Yeah, Golden Idol, great. We are not in a strong enough position to take this, even though I would like to. Because yeah, as I said, we only take 2 of these in this act, so getting value for later act is definitely a good thing. But it's not like the This fast is easy. Even with only 2 edits, there's still an advanced hallway here, potentially advanced hallway here, advanced hallway here, advanced hallway here. And right now we are pretty bad against the advanced hallway. Let's put it that way. They are definitely a little bit higher because of things like potion lab and like woman in blue, but fairly low. 90 HP drop. At least we draw poison on turn 1, so that's good. Okay, maybe with this draw we can actually save the sub potion. This fight has a 50% potion drop though, so if I need to, I'm willing to use this potion because I think this potion is better. But this is obvious. So we can start counting damage. It's 12 poison, so it's 12, 11, 10, 33, 39. This guy's at like 51. 51, and we know that we draw exactly all these cards in 2 turns because of Flash of Steel. Unless Flash of Steel is exactly bottom deck. And with Energy Potion, we basically play every single thing here. So how much damage do we have? 30, 40, 46. So we are 5 off. But if we draw something like Neutralize and Dash on turn 3, I would also not like to waste this potion, and we just take this hit. Because it's not even that much. We take like, I don't know, maybe the base is 16 and it goes to 18. So yeah, we take 8 if we draw both Neutralize and Dash on turn 3. Usually go make coffee and see 90 HP normal plus 6, yeah. But this fight is like fairly straightforward with this kind of draw. Of course, we can also aggro right now and use the energy potion, but I think that is complete nonsense. Because if we draw to the dash right now, it also doesn't block. We can also not play it. Okay, so no dash this turn. No dash next turn. But I mean, it's not like dash is blocking for nothing here. It blocks for 8. So it's only like -2. It's not that bad. And no reason whatsoever to potion right now. So we do this. And if you'd like to, we can use this potion to save this amount of HP this turn. And yeah, energy potion doesn't kill. Energy potion we only have like exactly 30 damage, so we are 5 off. And if we don't use the potion, we take 16, 18, so we take 18. So yeah, 50% potion chance. Even though this is a good potion, I'm willing to use it. Yeah, 18 HP for the flex potion. It's actually kind of like 36 because of the potion drop here. So even though this potion is really strong, it's definitely worth like this much HP. Because preserving HP here also means that we can take life loss event in this question mark. Okay, here's the card, and suddenly I feel bad about this thing, but at least it's performed in the North fight. 2 strikes. Could have been better, but well, whatever. It's output right now. No dash, but dash is in the deck, so no reason to take this 3. Also, potion change is like 60% now. Okay, dash bottom deck. Is this lethal? 26, yeah, so it's exactly lethal. So we don't need to draw into the dash here. Double check. 10, 6, 26 plus 8. Okay, attack potion. So potion chance 50%. So it depends on what's happening here. If now with the terror, right? With terror and bouncing thrust, I am not scared like a bullet, even if this is like max HP. And cards are decent enough. that I also don't feel like we are that bad against sentries, even though yeah, poison doesn't work well, but dash is good. And with a lot of artifact strip, we can actually like apply poison and the terror. And yeah, our side is upgraded. We have a potion and we have a lot of HP. Okay, so the next elite is not the knob, which means we can actually take a second acro here. Oh, here's a cow gamble again. The good thing about the second acro is, of course, it enables immediately the Tactician pick. I mean, it's not like we cannot pick Tactician with the cow gamble, and cow gamble is just better if we brick on the energy, the relic, after the boss. Against the Guardian, probably doesn't really matter because we have Bouncing Flash and Terror against the Guardian. So as long as we can proc him on turn 2, Guardian is absolutely no problem. Well, this is the colorless stat? Yeah, we picked the Flash of Steel from Neo. Lose Ogre for choose a rare card and Neo's Lemon and Boss Swap. Other upgrade targets? Yeah, absolutely. We can upgrade Terror, we can upgrade Bouncing Flash, we can upgrade his Acro. Or we can also upgrade Neutralize. Like all are possible. And yeah, I think I picked the game mode here just to... So first of all, the game mode is like cast cycle that costs 0, so it actually helps against the... it actually definitely helps against the Guardian to proc on turn 2. Like, let's say we brick on with our hand on turn 1 and then we draw like 2 Acros. Yeah, what are we doing? Because if we play the Acros, we don't even have energy to play our damage when we draw into it. But with game mode, we actually can just get a reset, like a much better hand for free. And then we can just play our better card. Then we proc Guardian on turn 2, after that the fight is smooth. And yeah, card game mode also hedges a little bit. In case we brick on the energy boss relic. And it's not like game mode is worse than Acro or anything, you know. Because like, if you pick up a second Acro, the game mode immediately gets like amazing. And yeah, I don't want to say this, but Acro is common and this is uncommon. So usually you see this card more often than this card. So even right now it is better, and even afterwards it's comparable. And yeah, we have a higher chance to actually see the card that makes this much better. So it's probably game mode. And yeah, 74 gold, 2 potions, no interest in this shot. So we go here and we upgrade something. Now the Terror upgrade will play against the Guardian, but definitely not against Lagavulin. And against Sentries, it's debatable, but maybe it's playable. Maybe it plays into Sentries, just because we have like so much artifact strip. Will I take Finisher floor 1? Yeah. In this run, I would like in this very run, right? I have Flash of Steel on floor 0, so Finisher on floor 1, like definitely over nothing. And yeah, if I see like 2 garbage cards, like maybe Concentrate and maybe, I don't know. What is complete garbage? Like maybe Blur. Yeah, Concentrate and Blur on floor 1, and then Finisher. Then I pick Finisher over Skip. So yeah, if we want to try for the Burning Elite here, then I think Bouncing Flash wants to be upgraded eventually. But we also have another upgrade here, and the Bouncing Flash upgrade doesn't really play well against like whatever this advanced hallway is. So I think we upgrade this eventually, but right now we should upgrade something that's good against the advanced hallway. And if so, I think it's Terror. Maybe because Terror is also a convenient upgrade into the Burning Elite, if it's Sentries. And it is just good against both the Guardian and the upgrade is good both against the Guardian and the advanced hallway. Now, of course, it gets worse if we pick up XecnaR, but are we picking up XecnaR? Because right now I don't think so. It's pickable, but it's probably not good. Like, oh, not over real relic at least. Dash ever the pick. Dash upgrade is good, but the problem with Dash is that it's competing against the bouncing class. And if we draw these two on the same hand against, let's say, the Lagavulin, then probably we are playing this. And unless our damage is good already. But then the dash upgrade only blocks for like 3 more. And we have HP to spare. Game 1 is most generally effective, at least immediately. It doesn't even play in Act 2. I think Game was an Act 3 upgrade, if anything. Because the Act 2 fights are like way too fast for this upgrade to actually play. Unless your deck is only infinite in Act 2, then you upgrade this. And yeah, I think Terror first. Just because it plays better into the advanced hallway fight. So potion chains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 fights and we got 2 potions. Okay, so 50%. Our outcome is great. I mean, it's probably not that good later on, but of course here we take it. It's good against both the Guardian and whatever we are facing here. And now with the Auric outcome, the sentries get a lot easier, by the way. So we are definitely taking the Burning Elite. And then hopefully we don't die here. But yeah, with 2 potion chains and a lot of HP, I think I want to go to the question mark. If it's life loss, I take it. And we also don't like have that high of a chance to throw away a potion. Okay, that is certainly not life loss. And unfortunately, we have 2 strike upgraded. But we are only going event hunting in Act 2, right? With Golden Idol. And I think I don't really care about the strike plus. If I see the vampires, I still trade away these strikes. Especially if I have the Blood Vial. And yeah, I can take the Blood Vial away. Because we are only going to events in Act 2 with this thing. And yeah, Cow Gamble... can instantly play here if we decide to do so, and we probably should. Feel like we have seen so many Vials I want to delete. Kind of right. Either for free or we buy it. I think we have seen Vial in like 3, maybe 4 recent runs, and in one of those we bought. So, can gambling here ever be bad? So 9, 8, 17, 51. So yeah, it's not bad. And we just split next turn. Okay, fine. Well, it's whatever. We never lose HP. Okay, no potions, very good. So potion chain 60%. And yeah, it definitely means that we run into this right away. Because then we also don't waste the potion. And we get more value out of icon. Yeah, we have Sticky Strike with the Cow Gamble and Necro. We have Dagger Throw being a decent attack, and it also has like synergy with whatever discuss synergy we are picking up later on. Or we can just skip. Hello, BSF Bacon. And then good morning to you. And yeah, I don't think it can ever be Sticky Strike, so it's just Dagger Throw or skip. So do we even want a Dagger Throw in this deck? With the Echo and the Cow Gamble, we can already pick up like Discuss Synergy. And with bouncing plus in the deck, the dagger throw makes it slightly worse, but it works well with the it works okay with the terror, but not that much because our strikes are also like somewhat upgraded. Dagger throw helps with reflex rotation. We have a terror for it. Yeah, definitely also my consideration because we already have these two, so we definitely pick up like some any like uncommon discuss synergy, and then it also has synergy with this, and this attack is not bad at all. This is probably like maybe the third best like common attack for Silent. Maybe slightly lower, maybe slightly higher, but it's very high up. Infinite Blaze with finisher good, way too slow and not reliable at all because you have to draw infinite Blaze like before the finisher. You cannot even draw them on the same hand. And then it only gives your finisher like 1 damage prop. But you pick up 2 kind of bad cards into your deck for maybe +8. Okay, maybe not +8. It's like +8 on the finisher, but then you have like +4 every turn, so it's just not good value, basically. Yeah, dagger throw not that good against the Guardian. That is something, but I don't think we are that scared of the Guardian at the moment. And dagger throw is probably good against the Sentries. It's pickable, but do I really want it in my deck in Act 2? Maybe I do, because with the Orichalcum, I don't even want to block like that often. I'm not scared Guardian, I'm Doom, yeah, maybe. Honestly, no kidding, right? If we fail to prop the Guardian on turn 2, then maybe the fight goes very badly. But honestly, anytime we prop the Guardian on turn 2, then the fight is just completely over after that, because like we have like way too much damage for the Guardian. And we also have Orichalcum, so even when we brick, we don't really brick. But yeah, if we want to make sure that we prop the Guardian on turn 2, then maybe we should take this, because it's not negative. It's definitely not negative. Like I don't even, but I don't know if it's positive. But it's not negative, and it's definitely positive against the Guardian at least, because the only thing we care about the Guardian fight is turn 2. After we prop the Guardian on turn 2, the fight's over. Unless we enter the fight with like 10 HP, I don't know. Then things go dicey. And yeah, bouncing plus upgrade here. Good against the Lagavulin, especially burning Lagavulin. Good against the Guardian, and even against the Sentries, it strips more artifacts. So, and we have Orichalcum against Sentry, so we should not be that scared. Okay, potentially the worst possible elite we could have rolled. But we still have Orichalcum. Yeah, this is really freaking bad as far as burning elite goes. So do I want to gamble this whole hand? Yeah, it's not that bad with the Orichalcum, but we lose a lot of HP here potentially. But Lagavulin is pretty free, by the way, with bouncing plus and terror. But I'm thinking we just gamble here for everything. But that's kind of weird, because we also have a lot of blocks and not a lot of attacks. Because we draw 4 attacks here. Is it strike gamble then? Strike plus gamble. And I don't think I want to save gamble for the second cycle, because then we just discuss some daisies. But maybe that's us wrong, because after the first cycle, the fight can be over already. XecnaR calendar would be good here. Stone calendar would utterly destroy these nerds. And I think I want to preserve this potion. I'm willing to use this for sure though. 60% potion chance, so maybe we just... Yeah, maybe just attack 3 times here and we wait until we draw on. into the echo, and then we use no any threshold, because this is 21 damage. 33, 34. Way too complicated, right? Because of the randomness of both the bouncing flash and then Averax strip into terror. And then draw order, we never know what's happening. So yeah, probably just target this guy first and then hope it works out. At most we waste 1 damage, so it's not big of a deal. I would take like wasting 1 damage over potentially missing lethal by 1 damage, like any day. When the future is so unclear. Yeah, can acro here and potion. It's not even good because the acro here cannot even hit the dash. I mean, if it hits the dash, we just like... I guess we can play Bouncing Flash and then not this Strike Plus if it hits the dash. If not, we just get like 1 more attack in. But any block card we draw here doesn't really play because of the Orichalcum. Are we actually Energy Potioning for like 2 HP? Absolutely not, right? Maybe not, because Energy Potion can still play with the Dagger Stroke. Must execute simply plus 10 to normal roll value. It's like plus 25%, so it depends on the initial HP roll. But it's roughly 10, yeah. Because the HP range is somewhere like 39 to 45, I think. So it's like plus 10 or plus 11. Sometimes if you're lucky it's plus 9. So yeah, next question. What's the order we play the cards? And I think I want to neutralize on one of these two, if possible. So I would like to Bouncing Flash first. And then we terror on one of those, and then we neutralize on one of those. Unless Bouncing Flash hits like 4 times here. Okay, I guess we target this guy. No. This guy has less HP, so let's not do that. We just let poison tick down this guy then. But yeah, we know that we have HP to spare, so we use our HP. For 13, so we waste 1 damage. But with the Bouncing Flash bouncing this way, it's not even that big of a waste. Here's the dash, so can use the energy potion right now because we do have the full block next turn, and I would like to actually use the energy potion at some point. Because blocks of 4 and give us 10 damage, or it gives us 1 more poison star, so it's probably worth it. Even though it is not fully effective, it's not like energy potion plays in the next cycle, and I definitely want to preserve this potion. So yeah, let's just energy potion for like 1 energy. Because potion change right now 60%. Is it still this guy? Probably. Even though next turn we have full block. We can also take 4 to deal 6 damage, definitely not worth it. 765 to strike plus here is only lethal in 3. But if we draw into Bouncing Flash, maybe this guy gets more poison, so strike plus might not even go here. But yeah, the awkward thing about this is this guy's at like 7 HP right now. So if we don't play the strike plus, now we are forced to spend an efficient attack. An attack that's better than strike into this guy later on as well. But I guess it's fine, because then we just allocate like 9 damage here regardless. So yeah, maybe we lose some efficient attack later, but we also get an efficient attack onto this guy this turn. Yeah, epic draw. Her defense here is less negative, so let's not play that. Trip artifact here, at least to get some poison down. Put it attack here so that a strike draw would be lethal, but this is also fine. But here we waste a lot of damage, exactly because we did not kill this in time. Hopefully it bounce here like a decent amount. I guess if it bounce here, I hope it bounce here like 3 times and not 2. Okay, whatever. But yeah, we don't take a lot of damage here. Oxygen 70% and we get a very strong relic. So now suddenly neutralize upgrade like goes like way up in value. Because yeah, paper crate with the Orichalcum is basically almost enough block already for probably the first half of Act 2. And we don't want to pick more mediocre attacks into our deck with this kind of deck already. So not interested, especially when we have this attack potion to guarantee that we proc the Guardian on turn 2. Okay, maybe technically we have no AoE, so or attack can be considered. Yeah, we actually have like 0 AoE at the moment. But our single damage, single target damage is actually not bad. Yeah, all attack is pickable here, like for sure. But I don't like it. I really don't like it because there's also a chance that we just see the Corpse Explosion after the boss rewards. Not that high, 15%, but we can also see some like way better things, like maybe Red Form, and suddenly, yeah, who cares about AoE damage, right? And we can probably do better than this, is what I'm thinking. But this guy's just a burden later on, in the run. And right now we are in a fairly decent position. In Act 2 we also have like super event protection, and potentially we have an insane amount of sustain. If we see the Bloody Idol. And yeah, if we have enough sustain, then we don't even need like super urgent AoE damage. But then yeah, maybe we take a bit more damage into the Remnant Leader, maybe we take a bit more damage into the Slavers, but it's fine, we just heal back up. And it's not like this card unupgraded is good enough against any of the dangerous like AoE fights in Act 2. So I think I'm just like, I just want to solve those fights with potentially potions. And pick up a better card than this later on. Because right now I don't think we are like that pressure to pick up this mediocre attack. Just because of our relics. I mean, this doesn't really play that much, but and this only has a potential to play. But this and this is a really strong combo. Okay, instant punish or what? Oh, attack would be good here. I mean, we don't take a lot of damage here, so whatever. And yeah, we actually take no damage at all this turn. And ideally, I would like to kill one of these next turn, because the 6, this guy is attacking every single turn, but whenever he attacks alone, right, we never take damage because of the Orichalcum. So this weakens to 4 and this weakens to 6. So 4, 6, 7. So I guess putting neutralize here is fine, even though 1 strike plus doesn't kill, it opens up like 2 strikes unupgraded and a single poison stack. Or we can just block 3 times next turn, that's also possible. So we can take 4 here, regardless we always echo. Okay, so I guess we can gamble for Poison Sub Survivor. Not that bad. Poison Sub Survivor, it means that we take 2 this turn. Go and draw into neutralize and we take 0, but taking 2 is fine. 4 is ideal for extraterrestrial, yeah. This guy's dead already, so we just target this guy and we take no damage, so we don't really care about this attack. Current potion, so 60% potion chance. Okay, that is very early, and there's a tactician right next to it. So it's probably... The thing about picking this, right, is that first of all, we can actually carry it around right now. And we have an upgrade for it immediately. So suddenly in Act 2, it already like can play. And yeah, when you pick up Nightmare, you always think of one thing. 15% chance you see red form from the boss trick when suddenly you like have your block soul for the rest of the run. And yeah, we can also Nightmare Flash of Steel. It's not even bad. Unfortunately, it's also up against like, a very strong card, like Tactician. And we can also upgrade the Tactician immediately. So what is it? Okay, how many rare cards can we see that we would be happy to pick up a Nightmare here? Of course there is a red form, but after that one. And yeah, we can also just copy this thing for the paper crate. That's not wrong. Tactician almost always play. Yeah, Tactician is really strong here because we only picked like Acro and Gamble and Deckers from. And Tactician also protects us from a potential like energy relic brick. But we are most likely picking up energy relics unless it's a pyramid or something. Because P-box gets worse than normal. I mean, removing the defense gets slightly better because we do have the Orichalcum and the Crane. But removing strike gets slightly worse because we have like Blood Vial. And we are going to events in actual. And Astrolabe, like same deal. Astrolabe, we are most likely just Astrolabing 3 strikes and we accept that the Vampire is a dead event. But it's not that strong. And yeah, other than that, it's pretty much just Pyramid. But the problem with Pyramid is that it also makes the Nightmare like insanely better. And having the potential Nightmare into an immediate upgrade is definitely something you always have to take note of. Because yeah, again, we are going event hunting in Act 4, right? So yeah, apparitions. And suddenly you just have Nightmare Apparition in your deck. And then that's only ignoring the 15% chance that you just see red form after this boss here. Okay, what other rare cards would be good with this Nightmare? It's the Adrenaline and After Image. Picking up Nightmare means early Act 2 is rough. We can upgrade Nightmare though. Upgraded Nightmare is like insanely better than unupgraded. Because we can actually, and with Orichalcum, we can actually spend 1 turn playing the Nightmare and we don't get hurt like that much. So yeah, there's adrenaline, there's red form, there's yeah, adrenaline, red form, and after image. After image, nightmare gets a little bit worse with the orichalcum, but it's fine. We just ignore this thing then. If we have like nightmare after image in play. If we find red form, we just win. No, we don't just win. Because bricking on both energy relics and on cut raw is like very common. Okay, maybe not very common, but it can definitely happen. And if you only rely on nightmare red form, right, then usually you don't even want to add any block cards. And then yeah, you brick in one important fight, like for example the Reptomancer, and you die immediately. Like Reptomancer, Spear and Shield, maybe even Time Eater. They are all fights that can instantly end you if you draw badly. And Nightmare Red Form is definitely hard to play when you have to draw into them. It's been playing silent. It's not the run just quit. I hope it's true, but I hope that's true, but that's not true, unfortunately. Hi, Terexin. Thank you for the good luck. But yeah, I think it's Nightmare. I think it's Nightmare. Just because the potential is just so ridiculously insane. And yeah, Temptation is good, but we still have like 10 base cards. How good is it really? It's probably not that insane until we see a second Acro. And we also need to commit and upgrade on this. I bet, like, you can see it right here. It's true. But yeah, it's probably just Nightmare to upgrade Nightmare. And this upgrade Nightmare is not for this fight, by the way. It's for Act 2. Now with the Nightmare, I wonder what happens about the... What about the XecnaR then? Because now with the Nightmare, the value of XecnaR goes up by like a ton. And I don't really care that I upgraded the Nightmare. It's still insane with the XecnaR. But I guess we'll see. I guess we can understand, we can answer that question later on. So maybe bullet time can be a consideration in the red cut screen, just because of XecnaR being really good with this thing. But yeah, we can spend our energy already, so I don't really want to aggro. How much damage are we dealing though? Honestly, not that much. And we don't have neutralize for next turn. So let's be careful a little bit. Let's say we don't aggro and we just play these cards. Fruitiness right now still 60%, so I'm willing to use a potion. But yeah, 11, 20, 26... 26, we need 23 more. That's quite a lot. It is definitely quite a lot. We do have this, but we don't have Terror online yet. I guess we can... I think we always open with the flash, and then we can see whether we aggro. Does this change anything? Because we can Nightmare neutralize now, and this guy only hits us for like 21 next turn. So we take 15 and lose. And then afterwards, we just have 4 neutralize with the Crane in the deck with Orichalcum. So we should not take damage. But I think I want to aggro, because right now if we aggro into any terror is still good. If we aggro into Bouncing Plus, we can still play. Because otherwise we are only spending 2 energy, right? We are not playing the dash. So we either play Dagger Throw, Poison Stab, or we can play Nightmare. And something. Okay, terror is good. With the terror draw here, I don't know how good is the terror. But yeah, our block density is super high next turn, so maybe we just take 15. Or we can also use this potion. Paper Crimson, auto win not at all. There's nothing such as like auto win in this game, and unless you put boss swap into like an infinite. Paper Green is good. It's a very good relic, but never think for a second that it's auto win or anything, because it's not even the strongest relic. And even with the strongest relic, you can still lose. Yeah, only auto win is having fun. That's actually true. As long as you are having fun like playing the game, you win. So let's say we just do the poison stab here deals Terror 14, so it's just strictly better than the strike. So 31 here, right? Yeah, 13, 14, 4, so 31. 31, this guy has 46, so we need 15. So if we want to, next time we can always attack potion. Okay, it's fine then. very rarely auto win. Maybe that's true. He has played like more than 30 Watcher runs in recent memory afterward. And I don't think we dare throw here, because right now if we draw to exactly the Bouncing Blast, it is like very bad. And no one to draw is good really. So let's just do this. And next time we have to attack potion, sure. Yeah, we split this, and then turn after we take probably 4, maybe 2. Okay, from here to 5 should be so, but sometimes we still take cheap damage. So yeah, I cannot play Nightmare. Because defense is not even a good card now with this thing. So we just defend 3 times and take 1 damage. I really want to play this Bouncing Flash if I can, but that also means taking 14. So maybe we just gamble for potential neutralize. How much does this guy weaken to we neutralize? It's like 60%, right? So it's still 3 times 4. So for once, the crane doesn't really do anything, because 5 also weakens to 3. And we also give up this dash. So is it actually dash gamble then? Maybe it's just dash gamble. Take 5. Now neutralize shuffle out, but I don't want to proc this turn. So basically when you have poison down to... Basically if you have a lot of poison applied to the Guardian, you actually don't want to split him there as fast as possible. You want 1 more turn for the poison to tick down. So it's just this, and we let the poison proc next turn. I mean, not the poison. We proc with attacks next turn when we let the poison deal damage for 1 more turn. And maybe you can also redraw into like Bouncing Flash right here. Apparently we don't really have a block next turn, so that might hurt a little bit. Maybe not that much. The turn after can hurt. Maybe we take 8 here. G potion and yeah, 15%, right? So we pick the card. Even more so when we have Orichalcum. GG, no, we have not won, like not even close, because we have like 10 base cards in the deck, but of course it is very good. But yeah, with the Nightmare Red form now, does that make Energy Potion better than Colorless? It might be, right? Because we also have aggro, so it can play, and now our cards are like super expensive. Okay, so where's the snack go? Where is the snack go? $71 23 on yeah, we are playing silent, but yeah, 71 23 is good. But yeah, Energy Potion probably better than this. That's certainly not a snack ball. And with Nightmare Red form now, I definitely want energy. But Philo Stones is slightly dangerous because it means that whenever we brick on drawing red form, we suffer. And not slightly. Because we are also like pretty terrible against the burst at the moment. We have no answer for the 3 birds. Like absolutely not. Actually being much defense. Potentially. But honestly, I still think Astrolabe strikes if I pick the Astrolabe. But yeah, we need energy with this thing. But yeah, right here you can see, right? Nightmare Red Form's not auto win because you click this. You click this and you place the burst on the first floor of Act 2 and then you take 40 damage. And then you are wondering what went wrong. Yeah, I am freaking scared of the burst right now, and it's a 36% chance to face a burst. But yeah, if we get past the easy hallway fights, then Final Zone is definitely much better than the Astrolabe for sure. Yeah, this deck is insanely terrible against the burst. At least we have one potion these 2 potions to bail us out. And yeah, I'm willing to potion against the birds. That's very clear. So with this, maybe you can down 1 bird, and then with this, maybe you can play good damage cards and potentially play red form and something else. Maybe it's not that bad. So what does 4 energy do into the elites? Because yeah, again, with 4 energy, we still cannot play Nightmare Red form most of the time. Because we play Nightmare on the red form, and then we take like 1 full turn of hits with the Philo Stone now. But yeah, Astrolabe gets worse because we are going event hunting in Act 2 and we still trade for bites. We already talked about it. And energy definitely plays in this deck. Like, this deck can definitely use a lot of energy. It's probably okay, right? With the 2 potions, even against the birds. And yeah, we can also spend all energy on attacks because of the Orichalcum. Yeah, I would like fire before the first elite, if possible. I would like a lot of events, and I would maybe like to go to a shop. Now, unfortunately, this is like double shop, so we cannot go to a super early shop. And it's also the first elite before the fire. Now this part's juicy though, it's freaking 4 elites. This is a 4 elite part, and we just completely dodged the advanced hallways like in the first half of this. So we only have to fought through this fight and step on one death floor. Yeah, so we step on potentially one death floor, and then we try to brute force through this elite with unupgraded red form. And afterwards, the path is very strong. We face 3 more elites in there, and the second elite is optional. And question marks are good for us, so we can still step here, and then we go this way. Now the other part is something like this. We take an advanced hallway here, and we take upgrade red form, and afterwards we take 2 elites. And a shop here. My red form looks like I can go to zip. Not if we die like immediately. Not if we die immediately, because right now we can definitely die immediately. Like, do not think we have won the run. If we get out of this run, if we get out of Act 2 here, and we get a decent amount of removes, maybe some more cut draw and a decent boss relic, then yeah, the run's probably over. But not until then. If we draw badly right now with the Philo Stone with this kind of deck, we face the bad fights, we definitely get right. But yeah, I'm definitely eyeing the left part, like for sure. Because this elite we also don't even need to take, and even after we take this elite, we can also dodge this one, and then just go to this fire into another question mark instead. This shot is like way too late, right? This shot is way too late. And yeah, going to more shop is not even a super bad thing, because it's just increased the chance that we see the mirror. Or maybe the palette. So it is probably fine. I don't want this. Honestly, this one and this one probably not even like... it probably is not that much difference. Like the advanced 4-way fight and the early elite before upgrade from upgrade. And immediately afterwards, we are forced to face another advanced 4-way. So let's say we lose a lot of HP here. We go down to like 20 or something. Then what the hell are we doing? Are we actually upgrading red form on 20 HP going into this thing? Yeah, probably not. So let's start here. And then accept on death floor for safety. Okay, not the birds. It's a bird, but not the super dangerous one. So that's something. So we definitely do not nightmare the bouncing fast, and we do not nightmare the terror. So we can play both of them first, and then we can think about nightmaring maybe the dagger throw. But probably not. Even if we draw immediately into red form right now, it's not super bad, right? Because we do have bouncing fast plus and terror online already. So we most likely just kill this by turn 3. And turn 2 we don't take a lot of damage because of Orichalcum, and the most this guy can attack us for is like 13. And we always play it, so we don't even need to draw first. I mean, we could have drawn, and if we draw into red form, we can change our plan to nightmare red form instead. That is probably just better, so maybe we should have drawn first. Not even attacking. Potion, heal hook plus, not really, right? Even with the crane, because we have like unupgraded neutralize, and then that's it. I mean, we are probably picking up more weakness with the crane. Probably something like creeping cloud would be good. But leg sweep definitely also on the table. Like even with Orichalcum and the Red Fox. Lex Whip Steel is just a very powerful card to bridge for you defensively before you draw into this combo. So yeah, probably skip. And Ancient Potion cannot be better than this. We just fought the Chosen. Yeah, because I'm not interested, right? We just completely skip this shop and go to the next one. Technically, we can take a card remove here and still have enough gold to buy a common relic here. But removing a strike is already weird. We talk about that with the Blood Vial, and we are stepping on an event right now. And if we take the card remove here, and this event is something that asks us to spend gold, like maybe the Cleric or maybe the Vagrant, then suddenly we no longer have the gold to buy any common or shop relic here. Which, yeah, can be the Mirror. So we probably do nothing and just leave. Because these relics are also not like super good. So yeah, one death floor, but it's fine. We expected this. Now here's something to remove. We say that we don't care that much about removing strike, but maybe that's not true because we are only stepping onto like 2 more question marks in this deck. So probably it is bad, right? It's probably bad because it also delays our draw into the freaking red fort. And yeah, if the run is going well, we don't even want to go here. We just take this elite instead. And so we only step on into like 1 more question mark in this side. I mean, we already have our direction, at least defensively. Offensively, we also have Terror and Bouncing Plus already, so we don't know whether we want to lean more into physical or poison, but we already have like the good cards for it. So we don't need the relic to tell us that. And yeah, we are also behind on removes. So we are behind on removes, we do not need the relic to give us the direction. And with our deck being... And we have like 4 energy on turn 1. Probably not. Or probably not this. What's up, Angel Color? But yeah, it's a bit sad because apparently again this is like an Act 2 with Golden Idol and we don't really get like the super premium events. The ugly out here is also a bit weird. There's actually not a lot of paths that can give us both events in this side. We probably don't click this. Certainly not a mirror, but there's a freaking second nightmare. Are you kidding me? Behind remove, so that's given from the shop. Yeah, I explained it in the previous shop. Because if we take the remove in this shop, right? And this event is the vampires, then suddenly your remove is completely wasted. If it's a gold spending event, like the cleric or the vagrant, then we can no longer afford the shop relic here, which can be the mirror. And buying the mirror is like higher priority than basically every other thing in the shop. And yeah, spending all gold into double remove is also not a super interesting idea. And yeah, blue candle of 274, like what a steal. And yeah, we just here we definitely take the card remove. And then we can think about these 2. So yeah, definitely remove strike still. It's not defense. Especially when we potentially buy the next sweep here. Now the second nightmare is very weird, right? For this fight, but we don't have to draw consistency yet. I would like a second red form and not the second nightmare. Thank you. No interest in footwork nightmare form. Yeah, exactly. No interest in footwork whatsoever. It's slow and it demands an upgrade before it's even like better than after image. And yeah, whenever we are intangible, it doesn't even play. Nightmare for insane scaling. Yeah, Nightmare to die here. One of the two. Because we are still better against the birds, by the way. Don't be tricked into thinking that we are not better against the 3 birds. Just because we all chosen to play badly here. Also, potion chance right now is 30%. I think I buy this Lexus. If I don't buy this Lexus, there's nothing else to buy in this shop. Unless you tell me that Masterful Staff is a thing. And maybe it is. Because yeah, Masterful Staff, after we play Red Form, we never take damage because of Orichalcum. So even against Book Stabbing, it still costs 0. If we have to pop this early. And yeah, it's front load physical damage, works well with Terror, works well with our very expensive deck. How is 2 transform silent? Very good. But very good, but if you take it from Neo, I usually say that you might want to pass for an upgrade first before taking the elite, because some of the transform like they do not really work unless they get upgraded, or they have the combo card like upgraded. Yeah, Golden Idol, Blood Vial, and 5 strikes and Nightmare Apparition. Yeah, ideal condition to go event hunting. Right? Unfortunately, we are not stepping into like more events in this side until here. Unless this fight goes fully and we go here instead. Instead of taking this fight. But yeah, I think I buy Lex Sweep. And Masterful Staff, honestly, the more I talk about it, the more I think that it's actually okay here. Just because after we get out this act, like our chance just goes up by quite a lot. And right now it definitely helps. Is it time for Masterful Staff? Yeah, it's on sale. And it probably delivers like right now. Transform strike 2, strike defense, always strike defense. You transform 2 strikes and you take 30 damage to Jawworm and then you go to the next run. That's a long story short of it. And yeah, transforming 2 defense also a bit weird. And yeah, let's read Masterful Staff. And that's enough. With 2 potions, we don't want to replace potion. Okay, not the birds. We lost the 36%. And I think I would like Artifact Sweep right now. So Nightmare Neutralize. If we take Nightmare Neutralize next turn, we take basically no damage because he attacks us for like base 12, it weakens to 7, so we take 1. And then the turn after, like whenever we draw into Bouncing Flash or Red Form, the fight. If we draw into one of these 2 next turn, the fight is probably over. And what if we don't know? Yeah, good question. But it's probably fine. Of course, we can also Nightmare Lex Sweep instead, but then we can only play like 2 cuts next turn. So basically, it evens out. And then we would definitely have things to spend energy on to next turn if we draw into one of these 2. So if we want to guarantee weakness on turn 3, then we have to Lex Sweep here we're attacking, and I think we can do that. Because we do not kill this guy by getting through all his armor. We kill this guy by playing Bouncing Flash. So let's Lex Sweep. Okay, no bouncing flash and no red form. Now that is bad. Because we might be forced to use energy potion next turn if we draw both of them. Okay, are we forced to energy potion? I mean, maybe not, right? Because we do have terror down and we can also get like poison staff down. And if we draw into enough attacks, then we kill this guy in 3 turns anyway. And potion chance right now is only 30%, and we run straight into this elite, so I don't want to waste potion. Because right now we also like take no damage. So no need to panic. Okay, maybe we should panic a little bit. Because holy crap, this is bad. But we can still easily draw into lethal this turn. Okay, looks like it's lethal. But of course we could have brick. Yeah, I guess we actually kill by attacking. Who would have thought? Like bouncing flash could not be played. But yeah, potion preserve, no HP loss, and potion change right now is 40%. Yeah, we have freaking nightmare. And bouncing flash plus. So that also solves the offense. Again, it's a card that demands an upgrade. And potentially a pretty bad draw early on in the elite fights. But I guess with the red form being unupgraded, we actually need some way to end the first elite fight quickly. Holy crap, are we bad against the slavers? But yeah, probably don't turn down catalyst in this spot with 2 potions. And we, if anything, we just brute force to this fight with 2 potions and 54 HP. Without the leg sweep in the deck, maybe you could have considered the Sucker Punch with Paper Crane and Orichalcum. Okay, let's talk about Slavers. What about this fight? This fight is not good at all for us. This fight is definitely not good at all. And Flash of Steel here risks... Playing Flash of Steel first here risks drawing into like one of these 2. So 1 out of 9. If we miss one of these 2, then of course the game will has a higher chance of that like lining up. But I think I game will right away. Because with the energy potion, if we game into this thing, we can also keep digging. Yeah, I would have drawn into Nightmare. Like who would have thought, right? Who would have thought that Flash of Steel would have drawn into exactly the Nightmare? Yeah, I know the spy is trick. It doesn't get me today. But yeah, we do that, and then we just go face into we just like attack the Grim Leader. But this is not really that many turns, and Masterful Style is costing 1 now. But this is clear. We do this, and we never take damage because yeah, 1, 1, and 5. So Orichalcum fully blocks every single hit. But yeah, here we can think. We can potion for 6. And we lose 1 turn with intangible, but we also don't have to redraw into this thing. And the problem is that next turn, if we draw into these cards, we cannot even play them because the red form being unupgraded. We can only play 1 of them unless we energy post the next turn. Then we play 2, but then we also don't play any of our damage cards. If we play the red form right now, next turn we can actually play only one red form and then a damage card. But that damage card cannot beat this. Holy crap, is it awkward? Yeah, even with Nightmare Red Form, this fight is not over because we had to redraw the Red Form before. But basically, we cannot miss the intangible in the reshuffle because these guys are going to be I don't know to be buffed until like I don't know how much damage. And yeah, next turn we draw 5 and we play one red form. And then the turn after we draw another 5 and the turn after we draw this +3. And then we are forced to draw into an intangible. Otherwise she kills us on the spot. If we energy potion next turn instead, so 1, 2, 3, 4, it also only blocks for 2 cycles of attack. So on turn 5 we need to redraw into red form again. And if we draw Bouncing Plus next turn we cannot play it. If we draw Catalyst next turn we cannot play it. But it's not like red form next turn means that we can actually play Bouncing Plus. We cannot. So I guess we save the energy potion. To also increase the chance that we actually redraw into intangible when we need it. Because apparently we need to redraw into intangible or we get right. No, Bouncing Plus, please. I said please. Yeah, this is clear, and then we can think about the other cards. Because apparently we also draw like over damage. So if we energy potion into red form here, like, are we actually winning this fight or are we just delaying our death? The problem with energy potion into, let's say, Bouncing Plus Catalyst here though is that next turn we draw 5 and another turn we draw 5 and with the Acro we see 3 more cards here and we see 3 more cards with the Acro, so we see 6. And if in the 6 cards we do not see one of the 3 red forms in our deck, we die on the spot. We die immediately. There's no saving us. But honestly, I think playing the second red form is just losing. Because Catalyst is also like in the deck as well. So we don't get our damage down and we also lose like one more turn of intangible for nothing. And yeah, if we draw into the Acro next turn, we can also shuffle out like all of these block cards. I'm down to just play the poison. Hopefully it bounces into the leader. Okay, 1. No Acro this turn. Holy crap, that is bad. But we can kill this guy with the dash at least. We can kill this guy with dash and then maybe she doesn't attack next turn. And I would like to keep her weakened in case she actually goes nuts next turn. And even then if we break on the red form, we don't straight up die. Only 46, but we don't break on the red form, so good for us. 2 more though, so if we deck control exactly into a red form right now, things get like dicey yet again. We would like to play another round of a Flash of Steel into red form or not. Probably not interested, right? Not for 4 damage. Okay, resummon the next one, we need to draw into one of these. Holy crap, that's scary. But sometimes next turn she doesn't attack. And we can also draw into one of the 2 red forms. Yeah, she doesn't attack. So technically next turn we can break. Especially since we are not like we are not killing these guys this turn. Actually, we can kill one of them. Maybe we should just do that. If we go face here, do we always have lethal next turn or red form? So let's say we don't draw any red form, then we always draw these two. But we are wicked, so it's 4 plus 3, so 7. No, weakness vulnerable goes to 6. So it's 9 and it's 11. So 20 plus 35. Yeah, if we attack her once here, we always draw either red form or lethal next turn. But then we just take damage from these two. So this gains 0 block, and then the leg sweep here blocks for 2. So we take 4. We can take 4 to guarantee that we get out this garbage. Yeah, if we attack twice here and we brick on both red forms next turn, we yeah, die. No, we don't die, but we are forced to use this potion, and that's not also not a good thing. But here's the thing: what's the chance to actually brick? So in order to brick, these two have to exactly be on the bottom. So the first red form being in the bottom is like 2 out of 7, and then it's 1 out of 6. So it's 1 out of 21 already. And then she also needs to attack. Only happens like 50% of the time. So it's 1 out of like 42. 2.5%. And even then we do not die. Even then we just use this potion instead. Double check like how much damage we did. 9, 11, so 20. 20 plus 35. 55. So we need 12 damage, so attack potion doesn't always bail us out. Now that is dangerous. But 1 out of 42, and then even so, like, anytime attack potion gets a reasonably decent attack. Like, any cut rod also so. So, quick slash dagger throw, both works. Predator kills, eviscerate kills, choke kills. Dash is on off. This is a less than 1% chance to have anything go wrong. And it's not like this potion is nothing. This potion is good, especially if we are pathing for more elites after this. I preserve this potion. I preserve this potion. So what about weakness here? She has 16 strength. So 16 strength from basics is 22. 22 weakens to 13 times 3. So even then we do not die. If we put the leg sweep on the Grim Leader and just take 1 here. Yeah, if we put leg sweep on the Grim Leader, we don't even die next turn. Even if things go like insanely wrong. We are living on 6. And then that is less than 1% chance to even take the damage. Most of the time we just kill. But yeah, I think I want to at least like guarantee my safety. To not die. Dying for 1 damage would be quite sad, even if it's less than 1%. Yeah, she doesn't even attack, and we draw into red fort. Like, who would have thought? Less than 1% is not super likely to happen. Who would have thought? Ancient tea set, power potion is quite nice. Garbage. So potion chance right now is like 1, 2, 3. 3 fights we got what do we get? Ancient potion and then now this. Okay. So 2 potions in 3 fights. So 30%. And yeah, ancient tea set makes the I mean it's basically the same because yeah, if we don't get ancient tea set here, then we get ancient tea set here if we go like this way. And question mark is a very strong note, but probably still not stronger than elite. Because how much do we actually need to sustain? It's not like trading this is like strictly positive. Because it also blocks our super event in Act 3, like 333 gold in Act 3. And we also get the gold like, immediately plus 25% from this, like in all of these elites and the boss. So it's a lot of gold for sustain that we potentially don't even need. Yeah, reform upgrade is clear. It is definitely before the catalyst. Yeah, problematic moment for sure, because of course, as you can see, we don't have red form in our hand. And they are attacking us for a pretty big amount. So I'm willing to potion immediately. So which potion am I interested in? Because yeah, power potion 27%, just the red form, and then after that we are fine. Also 27% chance for it to be Violet Plains, but Violet Plains is not asked because we cannot nightmare the red form and then play it immediately. On the other hand, there's the attack potion, but without terror down, I don't think I care too much about the attack potion. It's probably still the power potion, because right here the footwork also plays, the after image also plays. A lot of things can play. And yeah, we just get a red form. And we do that immediately, of course. So with the Nightmare red form down already, which one are we killing? Probably still this guy, right? Because Entangle sucks. Like, Quickness sucks and Wound sucks, but Entangle sucks more when we are on like such a strict timer. So let's still kill this guy. Hopefully you don't draw into upgraded. I cannot even finish my sentence. And yeah, this guy's also entangling. Like, what a surprise. At least next turn we can play some bouncing flash stuff. Like, hopefully. Or maybe aggro. We can also attack potion right now to kill this guy and not get entangled. Not playing the cow game is also dangerous because we don't have infinite time in this fight. Unfortunately, if we... Actually, no. If we draw into Masterful Staff plus 1 attack, it's actually lethal. So it is probably fine to do Red Form plus Terror here and then Count Gamble. Yeah, we still Terror this guy, probably. Just because we have a chance to kill him immediately this turn, and I would like to do so. We have to draw exactly into Masterful Staff here, or it's not. Otherwise, we just brick our draws next turn. If we draw into Bouncing Flash right now, for example, we just completely brick our draw next turn. So maybe not. Maybe we just accept our not drawing the Masterful Staff and move on. Because next turn is not like we cannot use the energy. We can Acro, Bouncing Flash, and then Catalyst. And yeah, hopefully it doesn't bounce into this guy too much. Because that would suck. Does that mean we actually strike someone else? Maybe, right? If we cannot kill this guy this turn, then I would like the Bouncing Flash to actually have more value. Oh, we can draw like this. Okay, this is problematic. We shuffle out both the Bouncing Plus and the Acro. And we do not have energy to play more than one red forms at a time. And do we cut the list for one poison? Like, probably not, right? When we are drawing into the flash next turn. But here we don't have anything to do. Okay, at least we don't draw into the red form right now. And then we still have 2 more turns to draw into them. So I don't want to aggro. Because if I aggro right now, I cannot even play the Bouncing Plus and then it gets like super awkward. And yeah, 6 poison on this guy, we can deal 6 and he dies in 3 turns. Yeah, we need an attack on this guy that regardless, so let's just do it now. Still have not drawn red form. And then next turn our intangible runs out. And we are vulnerable. Now this guy has 6 strength, so he hits for like 13 next turn. This guy hits for up to 14. So I guess weakening this guy is still better. Okay, what the hell is going on? And yeah, you see like Nightmare Red forms not a free win, right? If you before your deck is consistent enough, this happens. At least we don't take that much damage here. But holy crap, is it bad. Also, dash blocks for 1, so it actually loses 5 HP if we play it. But yeah, this here is like super clear. We do that. And do we take 17 here to do nothing? Or do we take like more damage to deal 7? Because if we draw into like 2 red forms, next turn the fight is also massive. Fight is nowhere near over yet, by the way. And yeah, Masterful Sub costs 2 now. Super great. And we have another elite after this. So I definitely don't want to use this potion here. These draws have not lined up like at all. Holy crap. It's bad in every single draw. At least we preserve the attack potion for now. If we lose the HP here, what can go wrong next turn? Because next turn this guy is attacking for go to +7, so it's 14. And this guy can also attack for 14. So at most we take like 22. If we take 22 now and we take 22 next turn, we still do not die. But after that we don't really have enough damage. If we draw like more than one red form on the same turn and then we just don't deal enough damage to this guy, we just die. Holy crap. But it means that we probably have to kill the Taskmaster. So I'm willing to take 5 more damage here just to deal this damage. We're in trouble, yeah, of course we're in trouble. Like we have like insanely bad like, first reshuffle first shuffle in this fight. Like, extremely awful. And the attack pattern also doesn't line up because he entangles at the perfect turn. And we did not even draw into lethal. Maybe I should have considered attack potion to finish it. But yeah, if we draw into like any acro, we will also like bouncing plus on the entangle turn, right? So that would have already been fine. So we have to brick on both the acro and the bouncing plus, but that had also happened. But yeah, I think I deal the damage. Oh my god, we can actually die here. We can actually die here with this kind of draw. Okay, so when is it time to use the attack potion? Because apparently we need to reuse it soon, but not this turn, because we are weakened. Ideally, I want to use it in 2 to maybe roll for Red Finale, if I have to do that. And yeah, we are weakened this turn, so... we can still play the red form if we draw into it right now, so we can still attack. If we don't draw into red form now, we always draw into it next turn. At least we kill the Taskmaster and we put some poison here. So before we do anything stupid, because this can be an AoE attack. Let's say we do double strike here and then poison stab on this guy. And next turn he goes to 2 poison, so he probably plays strike over... probably play catalyst over strike because we are weakened, and then he also gets this after that. So we intangible 1 turn, intangible 2 turns, intangible 3 turns. Turn 4 we take damage, but we never take more than 8. Okay, maybe we go left then. If we survive this. Maybe we go left and we just rest here. Because this garbage is not good. But yeah, I still want to preserve this potion, because this potion is probably going to be more important in the next fight, if it's Gremlin Leader again. And yeah, Catalyst over Strike. Otherwise, we are hoping to draw Catalyst like after this, and we don't really have time for that. So yeah, 2 poison. Yeah, very cool. And he has to attack for 14. So we take 8. I know, I don't potion for it. Yeah, singing mode. At least we get the potion. And garbage here, so we get like 2 max HP. But chest plus definitely not good enough when we have these things eventually. But I definitely take. I mean, it's not going to be super good later, but right now I am scared of straight up dying here. So we take like any relic here. I don't care what it is, as long as it makes me stronger. Freaking book was stabbing. So okay. One, 2, 3, 4. So 4 fights we got 3 potions, right? So it's actually 20% now. I mean, I think neutralize Gamble is definitely the way to go. Because I would like to draw into these cards and then not the ones I have in my hand. But I also want to guarantee weakness this turn. At most I take 2 here. Okay, it's not the nightmare, so I have to commit right now or something. We have to commit right now, but we have Terror down and we have Bouncing Plus Catalyst coming up, potentially. And we also have like damage potion with the Vajra. So, and even after that, we can still have the Catalyst potion for Baby Dark Shackles. When this guy is attacking us for like 8 times 5. And yeah, also we can draw into weakness, so it goes down to like 4 times 5 and we don't die there. Not playing this now is like complete nonsense, right? Because then we cannot even like attack like, in the next turns. And yeah, Catalyst before the bouncing class, like who would have thought? Okay, at least we got it. So yeah, Nightmare Ring Strike Plus is here is like the clear line if we don't want the potion. So that's how close does Nightmare Strike Plus get us? It kills, right? It just kills. What is 60 damage? So we don't need to potion here. I think this fight draws when relatively okay. Yeah, the fish. Catalyst plus. Yeah, when I pick Catalyst minus. But we pick this. We don't turn down Catalyst plus. So yeah, I want to go here and I want to freaking rest. Like screw this elite, screw this advanced soul weight. I want to live. So let's live. Yeah, choose a card. We'll definitely do that instead of appealing. We just rested. And we have like a lot more cards that we would like to pick up. Like, maybe a second poison card. Second poison starter to go with the two catalysts. Maybe some defense. Maybe an acro. And yeah, there's also the Creeping Cloud with the Paper Crane, and it's a reasonable like poison starter when we have two catalysts in our deck. And of course, there's a Tactician. But Tactician right now, I don't think so. If anything, I pick second acro over the Tactician easily. So this is between acro, Bouncing Flash, and Creeping Cloud, and I don't think it can be Bouncing Flash. Maybe Leg Sweep can also be considered. Because we have one already, but yeah, second Leg Sweep also not bad, right? With the Paper Crane. Probably just strictly worse than the Creeping Cloud though. Because after the red forms are down, this doesn't even block anymore. It is just like negative block with Orichalcum. And Creeping Cloud applies poison to also like kill when we have to deploy this early and we can like, line up Nightmare Catalyst. And yeah, also gets out of the deck in case the fight goes long for whatever reason. Oh wow, this deck. Yeah, it looks strong, right? But we just like almost I wouldn't say die, but we almost got into a very troublesome situation against the Slavers. So the deck is good, but we are not out of the woods yet. And yeah, I think I picked the Cloud over the Echo. Just because we actually want to kill in one cycle and then not like trying to recycle our deck and line up the Nightmare. That would be so much better with Well-Defense. Yeah, absolutely. And then there's no Well-Defense here. But absolutely, you are right. If you have Well-Defense ready, then the champ is already dead. We don't even care about the champ. But right now we do. So maybe we still have to care about the champ a little bit. But yeah, I think the Cloud is just like by far the best pick here. That's because this deck doesn't really even want to go into the second cycle of the fight, if possible. Because sometimes you're forced to pop the red form on turn 1, like with the Boomer Stabbing just now. Let's pick the Cloud. King Snack Plan. Terror Gamble, I guess. With the Cloud in the deck, I'm not like super pressure to commit to energy on the leg sweep at the moment. I make an Echo. Lucky Slavers fight. Well, defense wouldn't have always be bottom deck, but we have enough HP to brute force it, right? Well, defense at least make sure that we will not die in a very bad fight. We can still definitely take a lot of damage, but usually we do not die if we have a well plan, because we just don't miss the red form. Yeah, then I guess we just bouncing plus catalyst then. And if so, then next sweep is fine to make sure that we have weakness next turn. Because the moment we draw into like this thing or the catalyst first, the fight's over. Yeah, garbage. The Red Mystic. They are attacking for 25 on turn 1. Yeah, okay. And yeah, we do have red form in hand, but do we really want to pop red form on turn 1 against like these guys when bouncing class is guaranteed to not be played? What is the potion chance? Is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? 6 fights and we got 3 potions, so 40%. We can flash with steel first and then we can see. Okay, just a freaking defense, so it doesn't really do anything. When I use add-on include potion chance, I don't want to use any info mod. That's just like personal preference. I want to play with like as little mods as possible. So normally I just use like the slay the relics and the base mod. But people like relic stats, so I just added relic stats. I don't really use it, but I just added relic stats so that you guys can see like how much these relics are doing inside combat. But yeah, both playing red form and not playing red form here is troublesome. This one's weird makeups cards are lucky. Good cards with lots of potion draws and enemies are hard. Yeah, exactly. But overall, it's probably still a strong run because like we. Yeah, the draw order is bad, like sure, but and the enemy patterns are bad. But with good cards, right, at least you have options. In a garbage run where your deck is garbage, then even the best possible draw order doesn't really bail you out. You just die because your deck is weak. But here at least our deck has like super high potential. So if we survive for long enough and find like enough deck consistency, then it's just a very good spot to be. But yeah, if anything, we potion later, right? We just red form now, play poison stab on this guy, and it's poison stab because we have 2 catalysts in the deck. Oh, over like strike plus. Okay, no catalyst. At least we have Nightmare Master Booster. Not that bad. No catalyst. Thank you for the good luck, Robin Trillium. Now I am probably okay with playing Daggerstro. Yeah, the 3 Master Stab already kills this guy. I mean this is like 36, right? Yeah, so it's perfectly to here. If we draw 2 catalysts, whatever. Because if we draw 2 catalysts, we can just like catalyst the Mystic. Yeah, even if she attacks us this turn, we don't really take much because of the Orichalcum and the Paper Crane. Any card better in this try? Yeah. I guess not. And no, we don't potion for 2. Piercing Will. First Piercing Will to potentially reset strength. It's a front load block, works well with the Aura Calcum, it's worse with the Crane. And it doesn't really do much against the chain, but it's good. Because it also sometimes means that we don't need to pop the red form like immediately in the first multi-hit against the heart. Sometimes can also be relevant against Time Eater, but most likely not, right? Because by the time we get to Time Eater, like hopefully we get enough consistency to line up either Nightmare Red Form or Nightmare Catalyst, and most will kill like the Time Eater instantly. So this is not a consideration against the Time Eater. Against Awakened one, maybe. And it's also AoE Artifact Strip against like maybe Doran Deca, Spear and Shield. It's good against the heart. Yeah, it's probably just straight up better than +2. At least 1 copy. The second one I don't know, but at least 1 copy. And here, of course, we upgrade Catalyst. In case we see like Fusion Hammer, it is this upgrade is just stronger than this, just because we have Nightmare in the deck. And yeah, anytime Nightmare lineups with something good here, the champ is dead immediately. What chances of finding upgraded cards different per act? Yeah, it is different. It's 0% in Act 1. Actually, there's an Ascension modifier, like Ascension 12. So after Ascension 12, right, the chance to find upgraded cards is like 0% in Act 1. 12.5% in Act 2 and 25% in Act 3. Before Ascension 12 is double that, I think. So 25% chance in Act 2 and 50% chance in Act 3, but still 0 in Act 1. So yeah, it is different per act. And it's also modified by Ascension 12 modifier. No Nightmare. No Nightmare yet. Okay, no Nightmare. But we can still do this right away, because then the whenever you draw into this catalyst, it is still like winning. And we can still use Nightmare right now if we gamble into it. Yeah, so Champ is dead next turn. Second Nightmare, now that we have like so many Nightmare attackers, maybe this is when I pick up the second Nightmare. I do not want the second Nightmare in the middle of this deck because first of all I had to pay full price for it, so 170. And at the time the only real Nightmare attacker in the deck was Red Form, but now we have at least 3. So second Nightmare is definitely okay, because we can also pick up another Energy Relic after this. And yeah, we can also Nightmare the Nightmare to delay the Nightmare draw by 1 turn. That's true. That's not wrong. Deck Kawhi, you say? Deck Kawhi with this deck, you say? Why nobody goes Poison over? So strong. Honestly, not even that wrong. Like Poison is just ridiculously strong in the late Act 3 if your deck is like decent. Anytime you get into the second half, actually, the deck that uses Poison as the main damage engine is probably going to have a better time compared to a deck that uses mainly physical damage. But yeah, here's a freaking Snecko and here's garbage. And yeah, I think Snecko is pretty decent in this deck. Like, what do you think? Because I think it's pretty decent with 2 Nightmares. Yeah, the main annoyance of Poison is exactly that. If you survive Act 2, because in Act 1 it's already like not so good. Like you face the North, you face the Sentries, and you face the Slime Boss. And any advanced hallways it would also be bad. And then yeah, again Act 2, if you don't have Corpse Explosion and you see Slavers, You see the Gremlin Leader. Yeah, pretty tough luck. Usually against the boss, the poison is fine. Even against Automaton with 3 artifacts, it is completely fine. Yeah, Snecko. I mean, this can kill us, but hopefully it doesn't. Where the hell is the path I want to go to? Now, we don't have Red Mask, but we have Golden Idol, so I think for question mark is still probably above average. And can't remove gets a lot stronger now that we have the freaking Snecko Eye. We want to remove like all the basic cards if possible. Yeah, Time Eater is here again, but good thing. This time we have a deck that is like that should completely destroy the Time Eater. But Time Eater is always here like waiting for us. But honestly, with the Golden Idol, I think double shopping is not even that bad. And that Ghost is like 2 removes, and again, we have been to like 3 shops already. So yeah, mirror, right? We always think about the mirror. 3 shops already, and then we have not seen the mirror. So now we double shop, and then we have like 3 more rows because there's another shop in Act 4. So probably start here, go to question mark, go to this shop, and afterwards we try to take 3 edits, and then double shop. Double shop is completely fine. Take 2 removes, like still super strong. And there's a fire in case anything goes wrong. We can also avoid this elite if things get weird. This part is pretty high commitment though, because of course after going here, we are forced to commit to at least like 1 elite, potentially 2. Unless we yeah, even if we go left, we are forced into like 2 elites, or we take like a bunch of advanced always, and that's not even super good. Yeah, thank you for the good luck with 1 dude. Yeah, to remove the boss relic, like, it's not even that wrong. And yeah, we start here. A bunch of things we can do. In this spot, we can Nightmare the Nightmare. And that's definitely a thing. And of course the second Nightmare goes on the leg sweep. Why not 2 question mark from right to left? Because I want the shop. We have 400 to go. And then I want to double shop. Maybe not want to double shop, but I want to go to a shop early on. Because the only way we lose in this run from here is if the Snecko screws us like early on. And in order to prevent the Snecko from screwing us in the elite fight, we want to remove base card like as soon as possible. And then here, the shop is like before all the edits. And potentially we even get like 333 gold from this question mark, and then double shop is just good. So how much damage are we even taking this turn, if any? With the Lexi it goes to 7, so 19. 19 we block for 16, so we take 3 unless we play the second defense. So I guess Nightmare is not really that good. We can just play this fight like a little bit slower. It's fine. We have a lot of damage. And if we weaken this guy, then we should hit this guy. And yeah, we know that they attack every single turn, but that's not a concern. This guy dies to poison next turn, we don't need to care about him. And they just explode next turn, so we no longer need weakness on this, so we just put our weakness here. This guy dies next turn. Potion +2. Right now max HP is even more valuable because to account for the low rolls, potential low rolls of XecnaR. And yeah, of course we don't need this when we already added the second poison starter. And of course we have XecnaR. I mean backflip is fine, but probably not over 2 max HP. Okay, it's 9 gold. It is something. Sensory Stone, definitely a little bit weird, but we have Singing Bow, so no reason not to take 3 here, even if we don't pick any cards. Yeah, like this one, +2. Yeah, Magnetism, cool story, +2. And again, +2, so we just take +6. And yeah, again, more question mark for the rare rolling events are still here. The folding event we can give any attack. So folding is basically just a free remove unless it's asked specifically for the dash. And then it can still ask for defense. Okay, maybe this is a little bit weird, but we do have leg sweep and the cloud, so giving up this is not even that bad because it's just worse than Sucker Punch. Basically, it's worse than Sucker Punch minus now with the XecnaR. So it's not even a good card. Panacea with Red Form, no. We have XecnaR. Panacea doesn't cost 0, so don't be tricked. But yeah, we go to the shop. We can kill this guy in many ways, and I guess Nightmare Catalyst is shorter, so we do that. And there's no setup relics. Energy Potion is quite good. Here's an Acro. It's still good with even with the XecnaR. But again, it's up against the +2 max HP, and then max HP is pretty good. And yeah, with the draw power of XecnaR already, and we are going to remove more base cards, it's probably not needed. This is an upgraded Acro against 2 max HP. That is easy compared to fighting, not the idol, yeah. I also agree. Forgotten Outer is just like hit there for you like every single time when you don't have this. But when you have this, like it is never there. No setup relics minus 1 hour runtime. Honestly true. Energy Potion is strong though. I think Energy Potion is stronger than Colorless. And yeah, Mirror, right? I mean, we already know about the chance of seeing Mirror is quite high. Upgraded, yeah, if Acro is upgraded, I probably take it over max HP. But unupgraded, a bit weird. I probably pick at least one upgraded Acro. But maybe now with the Mirror, it's a lot less likely. And then we still do not need the strike. The defense can sometimes be played to breach for earlier turns. Strikes will not do anything when we have 2 freaking Catalyst Plus in the deck with 2 Nightmares. So we have 2 Nightmares, 2 Red Forms, and 2 Catalyst Plus. Really symmetrical deck. We have like Burst Phase Zone, but of course not for 300 gold, and we are just taking another remove here. Right now, honestly, remove is probably stronger than most relics. So let's just leave. Now we can upgrade something here like the Creeping Cloud. Honestly, Creeping Cloud upgrade is like quite strong, right? Because it opens up like a catalyst kill without even using a single nightmare. And if we upgrade here, we can still recall here and then rest here. It's completely fine. And that's just even assuming we need to rest. Okay, no curse, please. Also don't really want the debuff. And this is fine. This I can take. Yeah, 7 and debuff, but this time we don't care about the debuff, right? When 2 catalysts is coming and we have 2 red forms. So anytime we draw into a red form, the fight's over. Anytime we draw into catalyst, the fight's also over if we can play both of them. Especially if we put like 3 Creeping Clouds here. And if we are really scared, we can also do this. Can Nightmare the dash. And we can draw right now. And yeah, reform cost 0. Of course we don't reroll here. Garbage. Better than neutralize. So if we still want weakness in the deck, we replace the neutralize minus when pick this, but not over +2. Right? Now we draw both nightmares. But if we don't play reform right now, we take damage though. And I don't really want to take damage when we probably win this fight regardless of what we do. So let's just do this. Okay, maybe not regardless of what we do. But we are probably still okay. Don't really want to draw here though, because I want to draw into the cloud before the catalyst. Could have played this. Yeah, definitely should have played this. That was just a mistake. But we have another nightmare in the deck. Maybe it's fine. And like we have plenty of time. We don't even need to do anything. We just play the catalyst next turn and yeah, fight's over. Against the heart though, we actually need to find a way to get poison down quickly. But yeah, that's when the singing wolf comes in, right? We just get enough max HP so that even if we have to take like, the beat of death, or a lot of times, we are still alive. And then we have Orichalcum to block the 1x15. Okay, let's talk about this later. And yeah, this, if you want any weakness card in your deck for front load block, this is it. It doesn't get better than this card. So works well with the crane, works well when we brick on the nightmares for whatever reason. Usually not good, but sometimes it can bail us out. So it's probably fine. It's probably fine. Also strips artifact if nothing else. Similar situation, F3 red form 1 kata with burst almost died to multi. Yeah. If you have apparition and red form, right, then the number one concern is always like dying to the beat of death and 1 times 50. Just another block for nightmare form. Yeah, it's a brick sometimes, but it also can bail you out. Because before you deploy red form, this is actually a very strong block card with a crit. So it's not bad at all, because against the awakened one, sometimes we have to actually play like slower before we get nightmare red form down. Because immediately front loading a red form in the awakened one fight like does not cut it. We have to line up the nightmare. I think Lex View is like perfectly pickable. Of course, I would like it to be like Lex View plus, but cannot ask for everything. And Death Range. So do we care about the stick? I mean, it probably doesn't hurt us. It probably also doesn't do much for us, but it's fine, right? We just pick it to let it in the relic bar, so that maybe sometimes in the following runs it shows up earlier. Because this relic, when your deck is like mediocre / bad, is completely insane. Right now it doesn't do much for us because we are so strong already. But it's fine. And keep the branch happy. Attack potion or block potion. Now, with the second Lex Cube added, I think I want to keep attack potion just in case the Rectomancer fight goes like somewhat wrong and we are forced to kill the. We are forced to find a way to kill the Deckers early, and this potion can bail us out. The block potion can definitely help against the Nemesis, but with the second Lex Cube and the Paper Crane, maybe less so. And energy potion is just stronger because it makes sure that we can actually play a Nightmare turn whenever we draw into it. So if I don't see anything better, I think I'm even keeping this potion until like the end of the run, if possible. There's a Nemesis, we have Nightmare Catalyst, but basically no poison and also no energy. I mean, it's not basically no poison. We have 2 of those next turn, and he is not guaranteed to attack. And this turn we have full block. Yeah, exactly because of this Lex Sweep, right? Maybe we don't have the Lex Sweep in our hand right now, maybe we take damage. Do I even want to Nightmare Catalyst? Honestly, maybe not. I think I'm actually going to aggro first. I can play this first and then aggro. Okay, nothing. What am I naming? Because the priority in this fight should probably be take no damage next turn, right? And if so, it should Nightmare maybe the dash. It's probably fine to Nightmare the dash. But yeah, I don't care about this terror. I want to get Catalyst down, and I also want to keep weakness for the potential big hit next turn. Maybe we should have drawn first. Probably should have drawn first. Yeah, should have drawn first. Still no terror. We have another terror in the deck. Definitely don't want to draw with this. We just attack. My Catalyst doesn't kill next turn though. So it's probably still Nightmare Red Form then. Because otherwise we don't really have energy. Or do we just straight up play the Red Form Cloud Catalyst? Because yeah, this turn is not a single hit. If this turn is the single hit of 46, then I'm definitely willing to not have intangible next turn, because then this also full blocks. But here's a different story, so we probably have to play Red from this turn. So no Nightmare. It goes to 26, 78, and that's sufficient to kill in 4. So there's no problem there. Yeah, another burn doesn't matter because of Orichalcum. Bullet time snack core, you say, with a Nightmare, yeah. So how greedy are we? Because if we are scared of the Retromancer here, then maybe we should not discard this, but it's freaking 5 max HP. We probably don't really care about Retromancer right now when we have like the bullet time already, even with like 2 Nightmares, 2 Red Forms, and 2 Catalysts. Surely not. Energy Potion is still strong though. There's a Medkit if we would like, there's a Fumes, we do not care about that. If we buy the Medkit, then we cannot take the double remove, and yeah, I think I want double removes. I mean Medkit with Death Branch in Act 4, yeah, sure. You just get like +2 draws against Spear and Shield on turn 2. So that's definitely not nothing, but it blocks like one of the card remove. Because if we remove here, we can still remove in Act 4. If we remove here and buy the Medkit, we cannot remove in Act 4 unless this is Golden Idol event, plus 333 go. And I think I want to double remove over this Medkit because the hard fight is probably going to be over in one cycle. One deck cycle, and then the Medkit doesn't even play that much. And Spear and Shield fight potentially also the same. It can be over very quickly. And yeah, we stack this and then we leave. Is it fire or anything? Maybe like removing some fight. Only if you reshuffle your deck, right? Do you really think this deck would care about like what the second deck cycle looks like? Not exactly, right? Because in the second deck cycle we have already won the fight, or we are already dead. Like one of the two. Either we are already like permanently intangible, the enemy has died to some ridiculous amount of poison, or we have bricked our draws and we die in the first cycle. So honestly, the only real use of the Medkit is with the Death Branch in the first cycle. The Spear and Shield would give us 2 more casts on turn 2, and against the heart, whenever we draw into the earlier like the wounds and the burns, and then we can play this to get more cards in our hand if the hand is bad. But yeah, I think that cannot be stronger than just straight up a card remove. Now the problem here is that where do we go? Because this is basically +2 HP. +2 max HP, and the upgrade we don't really have anything, right? Yeah, honestly, we don't even have any cards we would like to upgrade, like over +2 max. Like maybe Acro, maybe Leg Sweep, but probably not. Yeah, Acro upgrade is okay, but is it really better than +2 max HP at worst? Can just take key now and leave the rest open. Yeah, but right now you see we are almost full HP. So if we don't have any upgrade and we just take 2 fire, we basically waste 1 floor. Because we massively overheal. So we don't need to rest here. And we have no upgrades. Plus 1 draw similar to a remove. Not when you cannot always play the Echo. Because you see, we still have XecnaR and we have bullet time now. So this Echo we don't even always play. Like if it costs 3, we are definitely not playing it. And if it's together with the bullet time and like this plus this costs more than 4, we also do not play this. So the Echo upgrade here is like definitely worse than it usually is. And yeah, it's up against plus 2 max HP, and we say that max HP in Act 4 is like very important with this kind of deck. Just to prevent the any chance that the XecnaR decides to kill us. I think I'm down to go into the fight. Because we can also see more cards, you know, like more rare cards, and yeah, maybe we just get a third red form. And yeah, we will also get a potion, because right now we have one empty potion slot. That's absolutely true. And yeah, the fight is also another chance for well defense. Also true. So more chance for rare cards, which we have a lot of hits for rare cards. Like we have another nightmare, another red form, another bullet time. Like all our hits. Yeah, it's probably not close. Right? If we are like somewhat low here, maybe if we are at 50 or something, then I think it's close. But right now we are not at 50 and we have a freaking toy on the top there. It's full heal already. So right now we are at basically full HP. And yeah, we can also kill the transient. How about that? Okay, maybe we can't kill the transient. Yeah, burst is also completely fine. With this draw, maybe we can't kill the transient unless we want to wait for the reshuffle. Or the dead branch give us some poison. Ah, whatever. Who cares about killing this guy anyway? But maybe dead branch give us like another catalyst. But yeah, now we don't take damage for the rest of the fight. Not like we are taking damage regardless with the red form. Maybe we can still kill this guy. But we might actually be strong enough. But we'll see. It will be close. Yeah, I think we got him. Yeah, bullet time flashes orders is definitely wrong, but it doesn't matter in this fight. Okay, here's certainly some cuts, but right now I don't think we need this. Don't really have an upgrade for them as well. We really don't need the reflex with XecnaR, and we really don't need partition with bullet time. So we just take the max HP. And yeah, plus gold. So yeah, we nightmare the nightmare. and we can Nightmare the bullet time, but that like super overdraws next turn. This is useless. Yeah, I don't think I want to actually use this Nightmare here. Because it just blocks our draw next turn. Also don't really want to play this because it also blocks our draws. Wrong order, but whatever, and we can get one more card with this. If we nightmare long enough, eventually we'll get we will get to the catalyst, right? Not like we need it, but if we do it long enough, it will happen. Yeah, it costs 3. But whatever. Okay, yeah, we got a relic. Not like we did this, like ever, with the Orichalcum and this max HP, but it's fine. We can accept the relic. And yeah, no need for this. Again, like Acro or max HP. We just take the max HP. So nice for Hut, we probably don't need it like at all. I think the Hut can die in like maybe 4 turns if we draw like nicely. If not, then maybe 6 turns. But yeah, +2. I think you don't want it, yeah. It's fine. So the fight is almost over, but we don't have any poison right now. So fortunately for the snail, it gets to live like another turn. If we have any poison in our hand right now, this guy dies next turn. Like for at least more scary in her. Almost equal, because the hard first cycle can still like do something. Honestly, the way that we actually lose this run right now is if we draw badly in both Act 4 fight and Spear and Shield takes something like 50 damage, 50 HP away from us, and then hard finish the rest in the first 3 turns. That's the way we actually can lose this run. I don't think one of the fights can kill us from full HP, but both fights together can sometimes kill us. But at least we have this to mitigate, and we have a huge chop in Act 4 as well. I can just play red form right away, right? Just play accuracy to get it out of the deck. Here's a cloud. Did not draw the second nightmare together with this catalyst. Can I survive infinite rounds from Nightmare? Yeah, I can. Because I can do Nightmare into Nightmare Red Form every single turn. So if the cost low enough, I always have like 3 Nightmares and 3 Red Forms in my hand every single turn, and I take like absolutely 0 damage. So yeah, if it lines up and if I want to, the fight can last forever. I can never take damage. And yeah, with the catalyst in our hand right now, it's a bit weird. I guess we just wait for the second cycle, and this cycle we just do yeah, we can do more Nightmare Red Forms if we would like to. Next time we have bullet time, so we can actually Nightmare. That's a bit weird. I would like to play 5 cards this turn if possible. So maybe bullet time. Do it right now. So the trade is actually great. Next time we have bullet time with a bunch of red forms. We just do that. Now we no longer have any nightmares, so we actually need to be slightly careful with the catalyst. I mean, I say slightly, it's like very slight. Because it's not like we have like no other cards in our deck. And yeah, this can also shuffle like new cards into our deck, right? With the Dead Branch and the Slimes. One, two, three. We actually cannot play 5 cards here. No more red forms in the deck, so maybe only play 1 more in case we generate a random nightmare from somewhere. And yeah, no reason to rush with the poison, right? No reason to even use a catalyst. We just wait until we stack up enough like initial poison, and then after that we play the catalyst. I mean, this is fine. If we do this and we draw into the next catalyst, this guy is just dead. If not, we can just like catalyst the second cycle as well. It's completely okay. And yeah, here this guy dies in 2 turns, so we do that. Wait, I miscalculated. We cannot grand finale here because of a -1 draw. Well, whatever. For the deck, probably whatever. It doesn't matter. And yeah, we have Nightmare Red from turn 1, so let's do that. Probably do this first to get a new card like generated. Okay, fine. Yeah, after image, we don't need this like whatsoever, but it can be played if there's nothing better. Yeah, we hit deck card first if possible. And branch generates alchemize? No. Yeah, here's another nightmare for our newly generated red form, so I guess we can do that. I mean, I guess daisies are not even bad cards because of Death Rush. So it's completely fine. Whatever we do here, we cannot take damage. $42 on this is enough, so we start like poisoning this guy. I mean, if we can choose, it's not like we can choose. Yeah, Storm still dead, right? Not like we need this. Maybe we can do that. Yeah, we even got rot. Like we're just like completely broken. So unless something goes like terribly wrong, like in 2 fights in a row, we probably have no trouble in Act 4. I'm gonna give you almost nothing and just everything. Yeah. It depends a lot on the Act 1 boss reward. Honestly, Act 1 boss reward is like almost the turning point of every run. Yeah, is there any upgrade here that even makes sense? Probably just Acro, right? Or Lex Sweep, one of the two. And if I have to choose, then it's probably Acro. But we draw 7 cards and then we play this, we fill our hand to 10. So it's not like we overdraw with this upgrade. And yeah, combo with bullet time. So we even have a card. Not like we need it. We have nothing to use the card on. But sure, we have a card. Yeah, Strike Plus. Still the worst card in this deck. Defense sometimes, of course, can reach early turn. If we draw bullet time and all blocks, then it's good. If we draw bullet time and then some strikes and no blocks, then it's bad. Before we are intangible, that is. So we still remove a strike. And yeah, strike is worse than splash still. And we can buy the boot to make it happy. I don't think we even won this aggro for free, but it's not even true. Maybe that's wrong. But we can buy the relics. Another energy potion. I guess with the energy potion, I actually care about the aggro. Yeah, with the second energy potion, I actually care about this aggro. Let's do that. Yeah, I can buy the boot to make it happy. And we leave. And yeah, the boot. Also the aggro plays here, because if we don't do the nightmare right now, it's good. What about if the death branch? It can break it in this fight. And then as you can see here, this fight is always scary. Because even if we pop the red form immediately, it's not a guarantee that we actually win the fight from there. Because we only use our best poison card, and now the catalyst draws are dead. But it's fine. We have a nightmare on 0 cost red form, so we just play this fight slow. And yeah, the aggro instantly plays. Without the aggro, we would not have drawn into this. And yeah, we brick on both the catalysts in the first cycle. So without Nightmare Red Form, this fight would have been pretty dicey. If we don't line up the second Nightmare with the second Red Form. And yeah, Riddles with the boot. Like, it's coming. Like, look at this. Look at it go. Okay, whatever. We just line up the second nightmare with the red form. And we even have a freaking violet flags now. All cost 3. Except this one. So 3333332. But doesn't matter. It doesn't change anything in this one. Bronze scale's fine. This potion is definitely not better than an energy potion. And I don't need any of these. So yeah, Great Form Catalyst in hand but no Nightmare. And I think we slam this Red Form immediately. The only problematic thing is that unless we use both energy potions right here, we don't really get that much poison. But I guess it's fine to slam both energy potions. And yeah, playing Red Form first also make us take no damage in this fight. If we can finish it in time. And we probably should, because if we don't use the Red Form right now, there's actually a chance that we break next turn. And yeah, we save 2 energy potions for this, so let's use them. Yeah, Toy Only Doctor is trying its best. It has healed us for 1. Yeah, here's a second red form. Now that is pretty weird, but I guess we do have a catalyst coming up. The problem with playing this red form right now is that we have catalyst coming up, but we don't have a lot of artifact strip. So if we play this, if we don't play this red form, this also doesn't make sense, right? And yeah, I guess we have the nightmares into some artifact strip, like potentially. Can play this right away, because even after intangible runs out, we don't like die immediately. We still have paper crane and we have enough HP to just face tank some hits. So this just frees up damage draws as well. Okay, we get Nightmare Catalyst, so not even needed, by the way. It's definitely not needed, this Nightmare Catalyst. But yeah, we can do that. Outmaneuver is good. And it doesn't matter here. And also play this for artifact strip if we are like really worried for whatever reason, but it's fine. The fight is over. Unless we overflow the poison somehow, but let's not do that. We just stop here. I mean, you can play one more. But yeah, energy potions definitely perform. Probably don't even need it, but it performed. So yeah, we lost 0 HP in Act 4, like, as expected, right? So this one's just basically like completely broken. Act 2 could have been dicey, but yeah, after picking up the Nightmare in Act 1 and then seeing the red form, it's just like smooth sailing, kinda. Not that smooth, but we have the win condition like open up instantly. So 72, 83, trick is 4. 5 runs left until we are at like 100. And at least like 72% secure, so I do not perform worse than the first 50, so that's good to know. But yeah, this one just after like I said it already, right? When I pick up the Philo Stone, and when we have Nightmare Red Form in the deck, I already said it like at the start of Act 2 that if we survive Act 2, this one is probably going to be like very easy. And yeah, Act 2, so surviving Act 2 was like not as free as we thought, right? That the Slavers fight like almost messes up. The Grim Leader was also potentially one turn away from doing something big. But yeah, Snecko, good relic, 2 nightmares, 2 red forms, 2 catalysts with the freaking Snecko. And the bullet time. And then we have a ton of HP as well. So in Act 3, the Spire never had any chance. Especially after we get to this mirror. But in Act 2, it was like a little bit scary. Also very high score. Like, I already said it. Anytime your score is like 3,500 and above, it means that the run is just completely stomping. And yeah, a bit of a short run, but don't think I'm playing another run because I kind of want to go outside a little bit and maybe take a walk. So let's see if there's anybody I can break. Oh yeah, Murmur is playing Watcher today, right? So let's definitely raid Murmur. Okay, he has a fairly pretty good relic. So I think the run is going well, but yeah, Mer is like on a 31 streak or something ridiculous with Watcher. Like currently the world record by far, so they definitely go like check out his run. And we can get to 75%. Yeah, right now we are definitely on track for 75% over 100. And then that's pretty cool, right? Because if we get 75 over the 100, it means that we are playing the second 50 at like at least 78%. And that is very nice. But yeah, as always, like, thank you everyone for hanging around and watching. And see you later.